There is space actually for 2 more people in the queue I'm seeing to join the next panel. We're going to stick speaking about kids. We're going to stick speaking about the kids. And what we're going to speak about is, we know about Chiefs, we know about Pirates, we know about Sundowns, we know about the teams that sell kids. But how are Golden Arrows going to sell their kit? How are they going to get more sales for these things? Let's talk around that type of thing. So if you want to come back, the guys who are on it, please, you feel free to join me, but we're just going to have a quick chat about that. I know I'm letting in people, a specific person who's probably going to have a score to settle after we spoke about his team's kids. But we'll see. Oh, he dropped off even. Spusiso, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing? Hey, man, is everybody dropping off? Okay, Praise.
Yes.
Have I still got you? Okay, I've still got you. So I want to speak about now the business of the kids. Why are these kids not selling, man?
Well, it boils down to the marketing. I think we've got difficulties when it comes to marketing. We don't go far and beyond. We don't reach out to people. We always kept it at locally, like from Motaung and all that. We need to have a proper marketing. Look at Chiefs. Chiefs is about marketing. It's about in its own sense. Chiefs is a big brand, and they always have a proper marketing of doing everything. Look at the unveiling yesterday. That was clean. It represents how great their marketing is. The unveiling was too clean. They even made an event, a bigger ceremony, just to unveil a kid. So it tells a bit of a European story. So they've got a very professionalism in it. But if you look at, because if you look at Chiefs as well, again, they were having a different stores around South Africa. I think they were having at Tramshed in Pretoria, they were having a store. I don't know what happened there. And even at Naturena, they were having another store. So you can't always rely on our total sport and to have your jersey. You gotta go out and make sure that everybody understand that you've got a jersey. You know that Skukuni United, they were doing it. I think they were doing it. If you've been following Skukuni United, they were all over Skukuni in Limpopo, part of that movement as well. So their jerseys, they were selling it in a lesser price. I think it was 500 for it. But you need to have a membership. So you need to join their membership so that they can give you that jersey for free. So you see, that is how you should market the whole point of a jersey. So others, they don't do that, you know. And also, Chiefs, I've been hearing you were talking about the price. They say that Chiefs 1.2 price. Kappa has invested a lot of money at Chiefs. You understand? Invested a lot of money at Chiefs. It has not to do with whether the actual brand is bigger. I mean, the actual designer brand, is it bigger or not? It's about the actual brand that will be sponsored by that designer brand. So you look at Chiefs, you look at how much they invested, and you look at OVF. They were not that big. So obviously the 1.2 part is because Chiefs is way too big. They are sure they're going to get a lot of people will buy that jersey. It will be sold out before even September. It will be sold out.
It's probably sold out now even. You find that a lot of it's gone right now.
You see? That is how it works. I heard you were talking about the tracksuit. The tracksuit, which is worth 4,000. I myself will buy it, you know, because it's if it's that blue one, I would most definitely buy it. 4,000, I think, if it's a Chiefs brand, because people it will be top of the town. It's nothing, to be quite honest with you.
Some of us, our accounts don't go that far. Some of us are stretching our accounts right now. Let me bring in Gotcha. Why don't these teams sell jerseys, and what can they do to increase their sales? Especially when you speak about outside of the bigger teams, everybody else, Golden Arrows, Banban.
It's about positioning themselves in the area where the team comes from. Unfortunately, Lamont Golden Lamontville, Golden Arrows. Lamontville is a very, very small township. One of the smallest townships. It's very small. And if they don't do their marketing in Laz, they don't do their marketing Guamashu in all of Durban, the chances of them being appealing to those people from those areas with Beiteng are very slim. Versus Amazulu. Amazulu are not a township-based team. They are more of a KZN-based team, so they can sell their jerseys from any parts of KZN, whether Usimlazi, whether in a township or in the rural areas. But Lamontville don't have any reach in those areas, and it's how the brand has positioned itself. So they have to market better. Oguti, since they the at least the most consistent team in Durban for now, who's been in the PSL, they should be reaching further than they are. Yeah, but they should go to other rural areas and market themselves to be their team. Yeah, but so now that they have a name that specifically says, we are in this small area, it's like they are not fully representing Durban or representing KZN, and that's what pulls it away. So even the idea to buy a jersey for Golden Arrows, it's not as appealing as buying a Mazulu jersey. That's why you'll hear a lot of people say they'll buy the Mazulu jersey.
We had a chat, I think 2 weeks ago, about teams maybe naming their teams around the places that they come from in order to try to get fans in. So do you think it would be to Golden Arrows' benefit to then just say, we're no longer Lamontville Golden Arrows, we're Golden Arrows, and then try to position themselves elsewhere? Would they lose some of their identity, if that makes sense?
No, they won't. They won't, because it's in the back. It's like Swallows not calling themselves Morocco Swallows. If they just call themselves Swallows, it still has the same effect. The Morocco doesn't stop them from being a bigger brand. But unfortunately, with Lamontville or Golden Arrows, Lamont stopped them from being a bigger brand. So if they just call themselves Arrows and they market themselves everywhere in KZN, they would have a bigger reach. In fact, how they play is very exciting. They've always played an exciting brand of football. Yes, so it's easier for them to actually get the response from a lot of people just based on how they play. It's just that they do not invest enough in their marketing.
Would you say
whatever
that that's
marketing style is, it's primitive.
Would you say that that's the problem with the rest of the, let's say, 11, 12 teams in the league?
Mostly it's that it is because if you position, if for instance the Mpangase's team there, cheaper. He has the benefits of being the only team from that area. So he should have everyone supporting him and higher numbers of jerseys, and also packaging their jersey like Amazulu are doing. Wuti, you buy certain a season ticket, you will get your jersey. They should package it like that, because sometimes it's not necessarily Wuti. It's the 800 rand that you spend on a jersey. They must market it better, meaning maybe if it's a family, you get discounts. If it's certain schools around the area, around the region, they'll also have discounts. If it's a younger people's jersey, they'll try to have discounts. All those things. They could market it like that, but it's like they don't really care enough. Because if they did, they would. It's actually to market it, especially on social media. You don't even need much money. Just show the jersey often. Just show a little pictures around the jersey. Go around in different areas. Give it away to certain supermarkets as prizes, as competition. Then the people will
give it
will
to some content creators. Like I won't say names.
Exactly. And they are fans too. Make the fans win. Good talking. Who are commenting and talking a lot can come in and win a jersey. Maybe
I think you sound far away. I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
No, I was getting a call there. It's fine. Yeah, but even the contact creators, give them all the jerseys, make them have competitions or whoever the loyal fans for the month, give them a jersey, whichever team, yeah, but so that they can market the jerseys out. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Malome Kutso, welcome to the show, firstly.
Mr. OT.
I know you may have a gripe with some things that were said about a certain team.
The lack of fashion sense. But it's fine, Ritare.
So tell me, what are these teams doing wrong, man? We see the kids, some of them look decent. Like a lot of the kids in the PSL look decent. You see them when you go play these guys, they're on Super Sport and whatever. But you don't see people wearing them or buying them. You know, where are the teams failing with selling these kits? And also, what can they do to help out, to get them back into people's minds like that, to sell more kits?
I think the simplest answer, and greetings to everyone, and I hope everyone is good. I think the simplest answer would be the marketing aspect of it. And can you relate to the people as a team? I know of two teams that relate very well to the people, and they defeat the naming conversation that we're having right now, that if you're saying Montville, if you're saying Garankuwa, does it take away? I mean, Orlando Pirates, it says Orlando, and I don't even live in Orlando. I don't even have family in Orlando. But I'm a serious Orlando Pirates supporter. The two biggest teams, if not three biggest teams in the world, Real Madrid, it's Madrid. Manchester United, it's Manchester. Barcelona, it's a city. So you have to also have a story behind it and have people buy into it. If it's not the name, they must buy into the identity of the team. And I know with Pirates history, revolution and all, it had people attracted to that. But then they became violent, and it gave a chance to a more cheese boy-like team, a fashionista team in the fashion of Kaizer Chiefs, a team that represented new age at that time. You understand? They had a niche that they could take on. Another team that I thought were going the right way, but she has slowed down, was Mamkhize. She was gaining momentum here, females, real Khoza vibes, kind of king, top Shabalala vibes, you know. She was really attracted them, but she has lost momentum. If she had continued that way, then I think she would have attracted supporters. In as much as giveaways do assist, I know a lot of people with ANC and EFF t-shirts that they sleep with, yet they don't even vote or affiliate with that party. So I just think they're not aggressive enough, and they're not consistent enough. And most of them are not with the times. You want the youth, you want the working youth, come to TikTok. There are so many people ready here. Do the bare minimum, the OTs, the jobbers, the defo sims. These are people who are relatable, and that's how they make it. Why not just affiliate with them? Currently, teams are sleeping on social media. I mean, on TikTok. But 10 years later, when there's a new app, then they'll be active on TikTok like how they're active on Facebook. Just get onto it and get the kids and get the youth that is employed to support your team. These markets are always there. We live with the time. You don't even get good content when they have these TikToks. You can see what how are you posting people about these steps and that's it? Or you posting your goals, like there's nothing to it. And if we look at the best TikTokers and all, it's relatableness. You come to OT's page, you see comments like, I've been yearning for a football live. You catering to a market already. People are yearning, right? I can tell you right now, all people want is a stadium they can go to with their kids. But because you know, Malome Kutso will be drunk, taking out his genitals and taking a piss right there with piss hitting shoes. And you have to, like, literally, you must be a very strong man. You must know, you must look like you are ready to beat someone up. Understand? Having no nonsense face. That cricket vibe, we don't have it. And you look at some Amazon and Golden Arrows. someone might say these stadiums, grandstand A1, but the rest of the field would be so nice if the vibe was chilled.
Yeah.
With your boxes, it would be like a family vibe. But the teams are not aggressive enough in how they market the teams. That's just how I see it.
Okay. No, I hear you. Lugisani, welcome back, my brother. Welcome back. Why don't these teams, man, we see the kids, they're beautiful. A lot of them drop, but we don't see people wearing them. Why don't these teams sell more kits, and how can they sell more kits?
It's poor marketing, man. It's poor marketing, as well as not engaging with communities. Let's say if you, as Coach was saying, if maybe your team it's from a certain cast or is named certain cast like Element, Golden Arrows, is from in Durban, I get it. Element V. So, which means start with your township where like doing what actually, like creating tournaments, maybe creating tournaments, advertising your brand, advertising your team. People must get used to a team like us before going to city, before going to a different province, before going there and there. You understand? Start by inviting. You must know maybe every end of the season. In that particular area, you create tournaments, or even during the season, you create tournaments so that the youth will fall in love with this club. Like us, understand? From there, you go to universities, and understand? If maybe it's for sports, go to TUT, go to UP, and create tournament for students there. Understand? Create things that these people will fall in love with the team, even though they can't love it fully, but they will know we are gaining something from sports, we are gaining something from mamelodi in Durban. I go to cadets, and they will go to universities in Johannesburg. They will know we are gaining something from Kaizer Chiefs, or Kaizer Chiefs it's a big brand already. Okay, these Molangana teams, if we talk about Cape Town City, they go to University of Cape Town, they go to all of those universities, they market themselves there. They go to youth, and in a way that's what even there are people who doesn't have team. There are people in universities who don't support soccer, but if it's something that is trending in that particular time, they will engage as well. They will develop love for soccer. Next season they'll think about it. Okay, there's something called the super sports. Understand? There's something called Cape Town City. There's something called Irvin AM. Understand? So they know now. Yeah, well, it will take time to build the culture of that particular team. It will take time to build a fan base as well. But start small. Engage with the community. Engage with youth. Engage with even abantu abadala. Engage with abantu abadala. They're the ones who gonna give youth the imali ukuthi ithenge amajezi and all of that. So I think it's a matter of not engaging or giving back to the community by creating tournaments. It's something that is associated with Ebola. Give tournaments, maybe stakes of 50,000, 100,000. I understand. There are people that will fall in love with you. So I think they are not engaging with they are not engaging with the community. They are not marketing themselves as well by going to this new platform that are trending about TikTok and having pages. Even pages, in fact, it took them time ukuthola ama-team and ama-page on Facebook. So I think poor marketing, in fact, is very poor, and they are not willing, and there's no consistency as well. As Mamkiza started with the high notes, but now he's going down. There's no consistency.
Okay.
So that's the problem.
Let me read some of the comments. Guys, who's putting the price tag on the jersey? Kaizer Chiefs is the big team, but the whole country is still waiting for the jersey. This is exciting, guys. I can't wait for the season to start. Gotcha is correct. Not everyone who attends games or is a member qualifies for discounts. You can't take your family to the stadiums. You don't even see the jerseys in shops. I just think, even yesterday, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I'm a Jessica fan. But I just think that whenever PSL teams and the older generations think of marketing. They think of, we need to hire a venue, we need to have this, we need to do that, we need to do that. Whereas when you watch teams from that side, right, they have that aspect to it. But then they also do things like, you'll log on to TikTok or Twitter or whatever, and this creator's got a jersey, and that 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 creator's got a jersey. And now they're doing interviews with this one, and then there's a skit with that one, and then there's that. Like, they do so many things that I don't think are necessarily expensive for a PSL team to be doing. We used to have the same fight when I used to volunteer there at Tux for Amatags. We used to have the same fight where we were saying that your people are right here. Like, literally, your fan base is a kilometer away from you, some on the same campuses or whatever. They're right here. But it's so hard for you to have players come into the come into the university, interact with people, do some jokes, run a prank, do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And I think whenever they think of marketing, it's marketing from like 2003, not necessarily marketing from now. So they have those type of issues. And also, like you said, positioning is very important. We don't know what they stand for. We don't know what they are. Praise, these teams aren't using your social medias. These teams aren't leveraging those things. Why do you think it's like that?
You need to have a team. You need to have a proper team that will.
First, I think you just cut there a little bit. Oh, network. Okay, what I'll do is let me bring in Gocha. Why aren't we seeing these things, man?
No, I think he was saying this point of that every team needs to have like a team, maybe even of 5 or 6 people who are concentrating solely on marketing. I think the reason why we're getting half jobs from these people is because they're taking people who are doing other things and they're also putting them on marketing. There's no ambassadors of these clubs. You don't see these clubs having ambassadors. Okay, you don't always have to have. You can choose local comedians as ambassadors who's always going to be wearing these things, friends of the show. Like Amazulu are doing that in a big way. They look for people and they dress them and they associate them with the brand in a certain type of way. But the rest of the teams are not doing that. I mean, I follow almost all PSL teams, but I can see where teams are lacking, I can see what type of culture are they. Cape Town City have a certain culture that they're promoting, where the young students are going there, families are going there from different areas in Cape Town. In Cape Town, you can see that Amazulu are going there. Mahostela, they go to celebrities, they go everywhere to try to get everyone involved. But other teams, you don't even know what they're doing. I don't even know who cheapest target markets are. And how they're trying to position their brand. They're not doing that. Swallows, they have the old people, but they are trying now. They are reviving their part. Yes, kancane. Kodwa, there are other teams are not really working on their marketing. And there's the PR portion of their marketing when it comes to what do the owners of the club say, how do the owners respond when the team loses and when there's problems in the team, also takes a bad picture or bad PR for them not to be able to market that much. You find the owner has too much to say. Every time the owner is going to talk about, the owner is there talking about players not being paid or players are not doing this, and it taints the whole team. Instead of saying, there are people who will address these matters. But as an owner, I associate myself with the marketing and the positive drive of the team. So that when there's problems, the owner will say, no, talk to this one. Not to Ochipa is going to be the one commenting about the team. He's also going to be commenting about the security. He's going to be commenting about everything. No, he can't be the PR and the owner and the marketing guy. No, we can't do everything. Yeah, well,
But I just
that's why
want to
we're
go
getting
back.
half jobs.
I just want to go back to the chat, but surely, here's the phone. Surely you're telling me that they can't pick up a phone, create a TikTok account, and then on match days, even if you just follow the players around or interact with them, you know that there's those stupid ones where they give players sweets before matches, and then it's like, look at how this one reacted. Like, you're telling me that none of these teams have even just that, just to go, guys, hasn't.
No, they don't want to. They don't see value, and now it also shows how old are these people in the team, and how much do they care about the younger people? Ngoba TikTok is so simple. You run a prank, just a stupid prank, or you can even just show players laughing at whatever's trending at that time, or trying to mimic a certain dance that's trending. Simple.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pogba and all those things, they found the music that they like and they dance to. But we don't see our players dancing to any music. And not that dancing is that important. Just to be relatable from the players. Yeah, well, no, we don't.
Okay, no, I hear you. Maluma Kutso, why aren't teams taking advantage of all of the different, much cheaper things that are available to them? Why do we see these people? It almost feels like they need it to be a huge thing that they do, or else they don't do anything. Why don't they just take advantage of things like social media?
No, well, the biggest one, firstly, I must say that different teams have different problems.
Yes.
And in as much as some problems look like they're lighter, but some of them still have problems. Someone asked about Chippa United. I was thinking, what does Chippa United stand for? What are they about? Zero. They have no identity, which is why even if they were to get, I know what Umbro does is that they can conceptualize what Adidas and Kappa are doing right now is what Umbro, it's Kappa and Umbro have been doing actually, in that they look at what the team stands for. I saw this Kukune jersey had that porcupine thingy. You understand? And you see the Amazulu going the Zulu direction, the extreme Zulu, the Ingwe vest, and now they have this giraffe vibe. So I was asking myself, what does Chippa United stand for? And when I looked at many other teams in the PSL, I couldn't find what they stand for. But then when it comes to the big three, and I must say, I think Pirates are a more 21st century team compared to any other team. You look at the videos that they dish out after a game. The content is beautiful, I must say. But you look at the other teams and you think, you know what? You need, I hope people will understand me, the mindset of an Oskido. Someone who says, I made it because I was different. Not because I was a house music DJ. It's because I was different and I had the edge. So therefore, what you look out for is not for house music, but for the edge, for different things. You allow new age things to come through, which is why he's here on TikTok trending, because he gets it. You have to change with the times. So at some point, Jessica was the best, but I think, she's slowly declining, not because she's bad, but because she went to an IT school. I think this is the best example. She got her IT degree in 1999 when Microsoft had just got into the game. And right now, Khoza the Apple and everything. And when they call it to come diagnose, it's very difficult. I mean, why Galadina with no proper broadcasting?
Why Galadina at all? They could have done a whole separate. Look at the example. The example I wanted to use was we just played Ianga. Look at what Ianga was doing with their fans and things like that. You know.
You understand, and if they want to say budget, you don't even have to have a huge budget. You just have to pick the right moment. You understand. That younger thing was just a game against Chiefs, and they had Makudubela and the other players being unveiled at the stadium. So you can just pay proper events. You just have to pick the right moment. And like you said, all of these teams that we're seeing in the background, I haven't seen even one influencer.
Exactly. Yep.
But instead, I saw Atamafukati. Shout out to the legend, but it's no longer Atamafukati time.
And funny enough, when you say that, look at Chiefs. I saw Uvini, Nobuntle, and those people, and I was like, you could have paid Primo.
You understand?
You know what I mean?
When I said Tefo, it's because Tefo is one of my favorites, and I'm not promoting.
Yeah, no, yes.
But a Primo, someone who's currently the aid and happening in the youth space, what Abu Arthur were, what who are these people, Carol were. There are new people within that space. It's just that the space has shifted. You understand? It's no longer the jazz singers right now. It's like having Hugh Masiela and saying rest in peace to the OG, but saying Hugh Masiela will be leading. No, it's Amapiano time right now. Yes, you can pay homage to the greats, but understand the climate right now.
Yeah.
Find your market right now. And I heard someone say Cape Town City push a family. I think that is very beautiful. And I've seen them, and I think they're the only team with season tickets. You understand?
I think Chiefs still have. Anyway, yeah, no, we can go on.
I know Chiefs and Pirates had them, but through membership. With a certain membership package, you could attend games, all the home games. But Pirates have since discontinued it. But all I'm saying is, even with the positives, you still find with Patrice lagging behind, guys. Do you know? And if they're listening, it's fine. Do you know how many people would tune in if Chiefs or Pirates had a live game day?
Yeah.
Just from the morning, in live, just whether you're in the bus with the players or whether you're outside shooting a bus, getting in, and talking while getting in, and maybe having a security guard. You don't know how much people love football content. Even they even want to hear when a game is playing. When I know Pirates is playing on the day, from the morning I'm just thinking Pirates. I am not satisfied within 90 minutes. That's why I'm always at the stadium when Pirates plays, because I know the journey. I'm with my friends. We're having a nice time. For me, football is like a 5-hour thing that whole day. So if you knew what the security guards were thinking at F&B on the day, what the cleaners felt like, these are things people would actually love to see. You don't even need a camera crew, perfect lighting. I'm here live and 50 megabytes. Or just make sure you have fiber so that you don't have to keep buying data. You understand? That's why I think they're losing it. They're sticking to the old. I couldn't believe that they still went on something they've been doing for 6 years. And I can tell you who they visit. DJ Shimza, they visit Yanga, they visit, Anka, the singer, not music. Not music. They visit Carol Manana, they visit Thomas Mlambo, they visit Atamu Fukati for 6 years. You think the world is stagnant, and I understand that for some people, you really can't pass on the baton because you cannot it's your food. It's how you get to feed your family. So you have to be cautious about how you hand it over. But come on, at least have some people work under you. Your boss will give you flowers if the team is trending. Come on, man. But yesterday, for Chiefs level, for the picture I have, Chiefs, I think it was disappointing that their launch was like that.
Okay, let me bring in Luisani. Luisani, you brought up some of these things, the social media and things like that. Why man lama team bangayenzi? Because I mean, we can't say it's expensive. We can't say, we see plenty of people trending on TikTok, plenty of people trending all over the place without spending a lot of money. Why lama team, most you don't see any of their stuff. They don't do any of the simple things. Why are they behind like this, man? I mean, I understand.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of the management or whoever who runs the clubs. But I feel like they're always late, man. I remember it took them years to open just Facebook accounts. It took years, and now it like you will find there are many clubs who doesn't have Twitter accounts. Twitter accounts in PSL. Yeah, but now there's a new platform since 2020, 2019, which is TikTok. And many South African clubs, they don't have TikTok accounts.
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why? I'm not sure the aim is because of they think they want to invest in something that they will gain. Maybe they see TikTok they won't earn or whatsoever. I'm not sure. If maybe they are profit driven, angazi. But I feel like they are not dynamic, man. They are not dynamic. They don't go with time and they don't keep themselves updated. For example, if you are a pirate CEO, which means the person that you should look up to is someone who's a Manchester, who's a Madrid CEO, and then you learn from those people because of their high club, right? If you can say, okay, these teams now they also have a TikTok account, which means football can be advertised there as well. You go there. You go with time as well. If maybe there's something that is trending at a particular time, you post those things. I understand. There are teams invited from this Molanyana League in Europe that I was not in love with them, but through TikTok I became in love with them because of the post that they post. They are funny. They keep updating their fans about what is happening behind the scenes and all of that. As Aputu Kucho was saying here, we love Pirates, ne? You love Kaizer Chiefs, ne? And you love to see what is happening behind the scenes. The things that how the players treat each other, those jokes, it will make you to be more in love with the game. Hence, you'll find fans after 90 minutes, they will wait and want to take pictures with players because they want more than 90 minutes. Which means by bringing a content on a trending platform, which is TikTok now, you're inviting these fans. You are with us even though you are not with us.
Yeah,
I understand. If there is a game that they are preparing in a weekend, update us. As we all see Madrid, if there is a Champions League final, they will update us with the ama live training. They update us with ama gala dinner before. You'll see Perez meeting players, having dinner before a big game. Which means they are engaging fans. They are not there with them. But fans are there with them through a social platform. So I think like management, it lacks there. They are not dynamic. They don't go with time. It takes time for them to adjust. As you are still now not having VAR in South Africa. If VAR was introduced in 2018. We are in 2023. We don't have VAR. What is that? So which means it's gonna take 5 years for them we have to open a TikTok account. I feel like they are not dynamic. They're not dynamic with time. They don't look into those clubs in Europe, how big clubs operate and copy from them. They take time to adjust. I think this is the point.
Okay. No, I hear you. I'm looking at the time, guys. I think it's 2:00. I'm going to close it just now. I just want to say, lastly for me, that those are the issues. I think the problem is that the people that we have leading the clubs are old. They think old in the old ways, Back then, if Chiefs was going to launch a kit, you launch it with an event and you invite Abosedi Matunzi and you bring in cameras and SABC 1 is there and they interview people and all of that stuff. And what happens is that because all of them think that way, Golden Arrows goes, yes, sis. Will I book out the ICC and then have to do this and then have to do that? And it becomes a whole big thing. Instead of now realizing that, guys, you don't have to do all of that stuff. You get what I mean? I'm live right now. I have a show I do every single day, Monday to Friday, 12:30, Monday to Wednesday, 8 p.m. I have a show that I do every day from my sitting room. You're telling me that none of the PSL teams have an office or a space that they could go, guys, we're going to set up a camera and then every day we're going to be live. It doesn't have to be Kaizer Chiefs TV. It doesn't have to be whatever. We're going to set up a camera. We're going to buy a camera, a cheap camera, set it up, sit down, speak. When the players are done training, today we can bring in this person, today we can bring in that person, today we can bring in that person. During matches, live during matches, you're telling me that they can't call some legends and go, guys, come through, let's sit down and have a Kaizer Chiefs TV on YouTube where we sit and talk about the stuff. Set up a camera, we've got a desk. I mean, all of these places, we've seen Naturena. You're telling me that Naturena doesn't have one room that is open. You get what I mean? The players are doing whatever. Hey, they're singing. We take a photo of we take a thing of that. We copy the guys from overseas, right? If we don't want to do all that stuff, call up a Tsepo and say, hey, my guy, we know you are a Chiefs fan, right? How about you do things with us? Arsenal has, I'm forgetting his name. He was a big Arsenal fan on his own platforms. They were like, come through. Manchester United has Abu Harry Pinero, where they call them and they go, Harry, we're going to give you full access to the club. Shoot a video. Obviously, we'll okay it, but then shoot a video, meet the players, do this. Not Robbie. There's a guy now on Arsenal channels, the official channels. I'm forgetting his name. He's got an African name. But we've brought you along and we've gone, hey, man, we know that you are an Amazulu fan and you're big. Come through to Amazulu, shoot for a day, right? Do some fun things. Here's Chiefs has a sponsor, Toyota. Toyota, let's do a fun thing with Uzbanban. You know, hey, Primo, we're going to call Primo and say, Primo, come through. You're already shooting all these videos. Why don't you do a couple of those creative things with, here's Jessica, here's Bobby, here's Kaizer Jr. Let's do a skit. There's so many things that you could do. So many things that you can do. But because in their heads, they think that, okay, in order for me to show a thing on YouTube, hey, I have to have SABC level things. Oh, in order for me to launch a kit, I have to book out a place and do a gala dinner and do all of that stuff. When none of us cared about what happened. The kits dropped. Everybody knew. Do you know how crazy it would be if right now I was wearing a Kaizer Chiefs kit, the new one? If Uzbanban dropped videos wearing those things, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to get those people on board. But it's just the nature of our clubs, and especially the small ones. Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns will always be fine because their brands are well established. They're big enough for them to ride on whatever they've been building, right? But if you watch a team like Sundowns, I went to go visit somebody on campus, the Hatfield campus. Oh, Daniel Mudau. Where's Daniel Mudau? Oh, damn, the branch Yamole is running this thing. There's Daniel Mudau sitting right there in the middle of a campus in J. They run activations all over the place. They do all these things. You're always seeing them. They've got pitch side with Motaung Modise. They've got, hey guys, whoop easy. But the rest of the teams, think about how many times you interact with teams. When was the last time you saw a TS Galaxy post? Even on Facebook, when was the last time you saw them post it? Think about all of those different things that you could do. But you don't even see them. Even just to take photos and say we're putting up photos. How many times do you see those things? Then think about how many times you interact with a Sundowns, a Chiefs, a Pirates in your day in J. Just you're scrolling randomly on Twitter and then you see them. How many times? So it's things like that where you can use different platforms. You don't have to have the knowledge. You get what I mean? I hate to use myself as an example, but Jessica, if you're listening, but you don't have to know how to live stream. I know how to live stream. Hey, you know what? Overthinking football. Let's do a partnership where on match days, come into FNB and then help us set up a live stream and run the live stream. For example, TK, I'm going to close. Sorry about that. I'm just about to close, you know. But it's things like that where you can go, hey guys, you know, but to think that all of these old guys will understand. I said the other day, Guti, does Ivan Khoza, if I gave Ivan Khoza the phone like this and I said, Ivan, shoot a TikTok, what's going to happen? Dr. Ivan Khoza, what's going to happen? So it's things like that. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what's happening in the comments. You can't take a family to the stadium. You don't even see the jerseys in shops. Amazulu kit is a nice one. Where's cheaper jersey? I'll find it again. We don't know. Chiefs does this lives on Instagram most of the time. They're hiding something behind the scenes. Lol, I'm saying Mr. Oti must get Chiefs jerseys for free. Or any of them, guys. It's fine. I'll be a Royal AM fan if they send us the stuff. But I'm saying again, I told you guys, I laid down the pitch at Chiefs. Jessica, my email is in the profile. Just call. No need to do all this random stuff. We're right here. We're right here. Anybody, Entlek. Matumadala, listen to me. What's the topic for tonight? I haven't thought of a topic for tonight, so we'll talk about it later on. But 8 o'clock, I'll be back. Thank you so much, Senzo. Monday to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon. Monday to Wednesday, 8 p.m. I'm here. Please support me, guys. I put out the Banyana video and a couple of videos here on this channel. Please support me there. Follow if you haven't followed. Follow the page on Facebook too. That's my best way of making money. Follow the page on Facebook too. And just like the videos. If you see an advert, I beg of you, just watch the advert, guys. It's a minute and it helps me up. I'm trying very hard to monetize this whole thing so that I can carry on doing this, guys. It's something I really want to do, but obviously when it's money, hey guys, money is money, guys. So help me out there. Message Jessica and Chiefs, guys. Just on my behalf. Or your teams, Pirates too. It's fine. I'll wear a Pirates jersey. It's okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys then at 8. We'll reconvene at 8, guys. Facebook. Let's see. My poll didn't run. Okay, that's fine. Why can't I see my comments? Hey, man. I'm just having problems loading my comments, guys. Apologies for that. But I'll see them since it's saved here. So we'll be able to see them. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, tonight, 8 p.m. Sorry about that.